It's a game that was originally scheduled for late January, but a record-breaking snowstorm has moved a Sun Belt matchup to, thankfully, not a winter wonderland outside the Mitchell Center. It's South Alabama and the ULM Warhawks. You're watching Sun Belt Conference basketball on ESPN+. Hello and welcome courtside at the Mitchell Center alongside Brian Gennard. I'm Javik Blake. And Brian, last time these two teams met, South Alabama entering today on a 12-game skid, but last time these two teams met, close matchup, only an 8-point loss.
Yeah, it was a close matchup.
It's looking like a carbon copy of what we saw on Wednesday from South Alabama. They might have lost by 14, but that big line right there on the bottom, they outscored JMU by 11 in the second half. Today, they've outscored ULM by 3, but a 7-0 run over the last 2.5 minutes has given the Jags a 5-point lead as we head to the back half of the third quarter.
And a lot of it was defense. I mean, we saw South start pressing in the second half against JMU, as you see a turnover right there by Mari Walker on the double dribble. But a lot of it was defense. They got a lot of turnovers on that press break that they were putting on James Madison, and then you see Koffel just with 2 possessions back-to-back with a steal and then a tie-up to give South that last possession.
Johnson on the right wing, up top to Walker. Jags have forced 3 turnovers in the last 3 possessions. Spin inside from Gray, off the back iron, a mad dash for it, and the Jags come up with it. That's an important part of this game here in the second half. ULM, 11 offensive boards in the first half. Leggett drives from the left lane, stumbles for a moment. Walker right wing 3, got it.
If she gets hot, better watch out, because that young lady, she's come in off the bench a few games and put up 17, 20 points here and there, and then all of a sudden you see her a couple weeks ago go for 30. So if she gets hot, she's a force to be reckoned with as she commits the foul right there on the drive.
And it's on the floor. It's an 8-point lead for South Alabama. By the way, Mari Walker, 10 points today, back-to-back games that she's had 10+. 15 last time out against James Madison.
And those are all, that's 15 off the bench. I mean, you know, she hadn't started the last few weeks, but boy, it's really been a spark plug for them off the bench. As you see the miss off the rebound right there. Mari Walker bringing it up quick for South.
Now it's Koffel, drives, spins on the baseline, a wild pass is intercepted by Johnson. Johnson has it tipped away, down on the floor, a couple bodies there, and it rolls just out of bounds, and it stays with ULM. We talked about controlled chaos at the end of the first quarter. This was just chaos.
It was, but what great hustle right there by Mari Walker to get back, to even get a hand on that ball as Johnson's going in for the layup. And then here comes Gonzalez on the loose ball on the floor. Unfortunately, unable to corral it in as it rolls off her finger, but great hustle there by South Alabama after the turnover on the other end.
And the defense at the moment for the Jags has been a little bit too much for ULM to handle. They've now gone almost 4 minutes without putting a single point on the board. It's allowed the Jags to go on a 10-0 run and take an 8-point lead. Valentine points out directions, finds White up top. White hands it off to Johnson. Johnson drives to the right lane, it's blocked away. A terrific job on the back end by Gonzalez. She takes it up down the right wing, pulls up for a moment, now moves to the left lane, hands it off to the outside, 3-ball, rims in and out, and White grabs the rebound. White's got 9 boards in the afternoon. Manuel down low, spins around, gets up and around Leggett, and lays it in. Breaks the scoring trap.
Yeah, nice move by Manuel right there. Just does a good job of, when she split to the middle, everybody thought that's where she was going, but goes to that left hand, banks it off, and Nia Valentine's going to get called on the foul right there against Rachel Leggett.
A couple of different substitutions. South Alabama's regained their confidence that we saw from the first quarter on the shooting side of things here in the third. 46% from the field. And they've out-rebounded ULM 9-4. It's helped them build a 6-point advantage here in the late moments of the quarter. 3-ball from the corner is good from Walker. She's got 13, including 3 3-balls.
I'm telling you, man, once she starts feeling it, you better hold on, because she'll get in the zone and put them up. And woo, what an answer right there.
Timms
by the Warhawks
from way downtown. Here comes Walker. Well, she tries to answer from deep range. Back and forth we go. Koffel on the left wing. It's a 6-point lead for South Alabama. Walker drives the lane from the left wing. Free throw line extended shot rattles in and out. And Manuel grabs the rebound. Valentine goes quick. Has it on the left wing with under 2 to go in the quarter.
Valentine does a nice job of doesn't see what anything that she likes and backs that back out to get that play started for ULM.
Timms from the left wing. Works to her right, pushes it outside, Downs from the corner, inside, runs right into Howard. And ULM turns it over.
Howard does a great job of coming over, help side defense right there. When she does, it just kind of throws the player off, and that causes that step, and she didn't want to travel, so then she kind of lets go of the ball, and it just rolls out. As you see, points in the paint, 24-22 right there. That's South has really kind of done a good job here in the second half of kind of equaling that up as another turnover by South Alabama.
And here comes Valentine, works to her left, a real nice move, gets around 2 different defenders, but misses the shot. Here comes South the other direction. Koffel drives the lane, and she's fouled hard. She's to the line for 2.
I feel like I need a breather. It's you know, it has been just uncontrolled chaos here at times. As you see the drive right here, Koffel goes in, draws the contact, and goes down pretty hard right there. It's back up and at the free throw line for South.
Koffel, a 76% free throw shooter, as we'll take a look at what has been quite the streak for South Alabama at the line over the last couple of games. 8 of 9 from the line today, and she makes the first of 2. Entering today, last 3 games, 41 of 49. It's almost like NBA Jam, where you get the fire in the basketball. That's South from the free throw line. As she makes the second, and it's an 8-point advantage for the Jags with 1:12 to go in the third.
And Coach Jackson said, I talked to her a couple of days ago, and she said one of the things that they've been doing is really after practice, and they practice with the intensity that they play these games, that everybody's shooting 50, and several players have kind of taken it among themselves to shoot 100 every day, and you can see the improvement and that from that free throw line for South Alabama. Is a nice drive again by the Warhawks. Timms.
Timms, an impressive job to get down low. She's got 10. Simmons directs traffic. Now it's Span up to Gonzalez. Under 45 seconds to go in the quarter. Simmons, left wing, shuffles it around quickly. Walker, 3-ball. That's off the side of the iron, and Walker grabs the rebound. Valentine carries it up. About a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock, and she slows this thing down. Starts to drain the clock. Valentine hands it back off. The shot misses, and a foul's called. You see who they tag it on.
Looks like they're going to get Gonzalez from the block, maybe, or either. Yeah, it's on Gonzalez. It was a late whistle. It's the right call, but it was a late whistle.
So it's 17.2 to go in the third quarter. Team that is better than anybody else in the Sun Belt free throw line gets an opportunity, and they sink the first. 7 of 7 today. Look at that number, 74%. They're 32nd in the country in makes per game. They don't make that one. That misses, and a headband goes flying. Quickly reapplied by Gonzalez on the run. And Walker works to her left. Shot clock's off. Gonzalez, headband dangling around her neck. Hands it off to Leggett. Leggett drives through the left lane. Rims in and out.
They're going to get her with the charge. Nia Valentine does a great job of getting down on the far side for the Warhawks and stands her position and takes the charge from Leggett.
ULM is 1.8 to advance it forward. Valentine from half court and beyond. Misses everything. One bounce into the row of cheerleaders behind the basket. It's a 5-point lead for the Jags through 3. Trying to snap a 12-game streak But Keontae Downs, Nia Valentine, and the UM Warhawks trying their best to get that 6th Sun Belt win of the season.